Nutrition. Okay. Someone says nutrition. Nutrition. Heard it from a friend. Your friend didn't say anything else about gain? Not really. Improve nutrition. You just copied from our name now. Biofortification. Route input distribution, agribusiness. Okay, we are all right. Food security. It's okay. Let's stop there. Interventions to improve food safety. So on. Okay, quality. That's fine. Thank you, everyone. Please give yourself a virtual round of applause for yourself. So some of these things, bits and pieces of what we are. Can you all hear me, please?
Yes, Mercy, we can hear you.
Is it clear?
Yes, it is very clear.
That means for those of us that are complaining in the chat box, you would have to go out and come back in. All right. For those of us that can't hear, please go back and come back in, or put up your network and put it up again. All right. So GAIN is Global Alliance for Improved Nutrition. We are an organization that was designed and created to eradicate the suffering caused by malnutrition in developing countries. We're set up by the UN in 2002. We are in over 9 countries. So we are in Nigeria, which is where I am speaking to you from. That's where my office is. We are in Kenya, we are in Rwanda, we are in Pakistan, we are in India, we are in Bangladesh, we are in Mozambique. Okay. And we're in representative countries such as the US, the UK, and we're in Netherlands, and our headquarters is in Geneva, Switzerland. In terms of what we do, we don't do one thing. So I've seen little things about what GAIN is or what you think GAIN does. We do a lot of things. And we support businesses, we support farmers, we support organizations. We're a global alliance. So what that means is we work with different stakeholders to meet our end goal, which is eradicating malnutrition and the suffering caused by malnutrition. So we work with government, we work with the private sector, work with civil organizations, civil societies. Julius, you might have to step back out and come back in because everybody can hear me. I think the network is from your end. So we work with all these organizations and organizations like Nigerian Climate Innovation Center to support the ecosystem holistically to solve the problem of malnutrition. You might be wondering, oh, Agribusiness Innovation Challenge, why are we focusing on agribusiness? Because we understand that businesses are the key to actually solving the problems caused by malnutrition. If you look at small SMEs, that small and medium-sized SMEs, they produce the food that we consume, be it processors, aggregators, distributors. These are people that actually handle the food that you consume. Farmers produce the food that you consume. So if farmers are not farming this product or are not producing, you will not get food to eat. If processors are not processing, packaging, storing correctly, you will not get the food to eat. So we work with different stakeholders. So right now, this program, the Agribusiness Innovation Program, is designed for startups to ensure that startups are also able to support the supply chain by identifying, by creating innovations or supply chain driven innovation to support the supply chain. And for those of us that do not really understand what the supply chain is, imagine you have a plate of jollof rice, for instance. Before you get to that really very fine dish with orishi, for those of us that like chicken, it's there. It's for those of us that would rather have plantain on our jollof rice, you have those things. A lot of things needs to happen, and that rice go through a process. The first process is production. For those of us that understand a bit about agriculture, it is produced in the farm, and then it moves to an aggregator. If the farmer or doesn't have a direct processor to sell to, that person aggregates, then a processor takes it and processes. It is stored, it is packaged, and then distributed. From distributors, it gets to wholesalers, and then it gets to retailers. And before it gets to your table, which you then garnish it and add everything and make it your unique jollof rice. You see that wonderful chain I just described? It's called supply chain. This project is designed to identify innovations that are focused on strengthening the food supply chain in Nigeria. Can you all hear me, please? Can those of you hear me? Because there's
Yes,
a lot
Mercy, we can hear you clearly.
Okay, so Umar, you need to go back out and come back in because every other person can hear me, right? So you see those things I mentioned, that's the supply chain. And what we're trying to do with this is to identify innovations driven by technology that can solve supply chain issues, right? Issues like transportation, issues like distribution. How can we ensure that these foods get to the bottom of the pyramid, gets to consumers? How can we ensure that funding comes into the system to make this food move across the supply chain? Things like this. How can we ensure traceability? How can we, when we say traceability, how can we ensure that the food that comes through the supply chain, we know where it's coming from? And if there's an issue, we can track it and it's all authentic. This is what we're thinking when we're saying innovation for supply chain, but there are many more. And that's why we have this innovation challenge. She had already introduced me, but I'm going to say more things. Like she said, my name is Mercy Olorunfemi. I am the project manager business support under the Strengthening Nutrition in Priority Staples project. The project Strengthening Nutrition in Priority Staples project is designed to promote safe and nutritious foods, promote access and consumption of safe and nutritious foods in Nigeria. When we say safe and nutritious foods, we are thinking of foods that are nutritious for everyone to consume, whether it's young people, whether it's old people, food that you eat and your health, all right? And for this project, we are focusing on specific crops such as vitamin A cassava, vitamin A maize, orange flesh sweet potato. These are the products that we're looking at under this project. You might be wondering what's the link and all of that. When you're looking holistically at the food system and looking at supply chain, we want to identify innovations that can help move things, right? Last year, we had the first edition of the Agribusiness Innovation Challenge, and one of the winners is a last mile technology. When we say last mile technology, we mean an innovation that can take food from the farm to where it's been produced. Can take food from where you need to take from the farm to the house, or take food from the farm to where it's going to be produced. That is what we mean. And we're able to identify innovations like that. We're able to identify innovations that speaks to inventory systems, innovations that speak to traceability, right? And that is what we want to focus on for this innovation challenge. We want to identify this innovation challenge that helps and strengthens our supply chain. I've already explained what the supply chain means. And in summary, from farm to fork, when you think supply chain, so you're thinking, what are the innovations, technology-driven, that can speak from farm to fork? Very, very important, right? So we are looking for innovations that are driven by tech. We are looking for digital innovations. We're looking for hardware innovations. Those are the two types of innovations that we're looking for this program. And you might be wondering, okay, so I have these wonderful innovations. How do I apply? There's an application form that has been online for a while now. And I think we're going to reshare it on this chat before we leave. You're also thinking, so I have this innovation. I don't know if I qualify. First off, we're interested in young people, agri-tech startups that are in early stage with a minimum viable product. So when we mean minimum viable product, we mean a product that has been maybe just a bit, it might not be fully built, but you already have something to show that you're working on this. Early stage, whether it's a product design, whether you've done market testing, something that shows that you're working on this product and you're ready to hit the ground running. For us, that's very important. We want you to also have your CAC. We want you to be registered. We're not looking for ideation businesses, as much as that is really great and wonderful. And we've had programs in Gay Nigeria that speak to ideation, but here we want people that already have something. They've been able to build something that we can showcase and say, this is what is going on. This is what we're using to transform food systems in Nigeria. So those are kind of innovations that we're looking for. We're looking for young people between ages 18 to 35. You might be 18 to 35. Yes, 18 to 35. You're interested in young people. whether you're male, you're female, women, young women are very, very much welcomed on this program. We want to have a lot of females on this program. A lot of women are doing amazing things. And so we're very excited to welcome you on this program. And aside that, we also want you to have innovations. I've already mentioned the type of innovation, digital or software or hardware innovations that speaks to supply chain efficiency, that speaks to supply chain, but also innovations that can be adopted or adapted for these products: orange flesh, sweet potato, vitamin A cassava, vitamin A maize. We want to be able to use your innovations to support these crops that I just mentioned, these products that I just mentioned. It's very, very important. This is what GAIN is focusing on. As much as we are doing, you might be wondering, okay, so what's in it for me? So what's in it for you? There are a lot of things. So I'm going to start with the very important things. This project is designed to identify these innovation-driven ideas or innovative solutions. And what we want to do, first of all, is to support you with technical, help you grow and scale your business. You to grow your business, want to providing you with technical assistance. The Nigerian Climate Innovation Center, about NCIC. That's why, and that's why you're here. So NCIC. But before we get there, there are a couple of things. A boot camp. So the patron get to support you. You understand that. You see, these things are messy. Can you all hear me? Someone is saying my audio. Hear me?
Yes, Mercy. I think your network is kind of glitching. So
okay.
I don't know if there's a way you could work on that.
Right. Okay, so I think we could stop streaming 1 second. So can you all hear me now?
Yes, it's better.
Oh, okay. Thank you for the feedback. You see, I'm paying attention to everything. Thank you. So you can all hear me. Great. So now I was saying there are different things that would happen during the Innovation Challenge. We're starting with a pitch readiness bootcamp because we understand the importance of communicating clearly. If you're not able to communicate, no matter how amazing your innovation is, let's say you have an app that can do 1,001 things, whether it's traceability and all of those things, it is difficult for you to sell your ideas. It is difficult, right? Right now we're having a bit of network issues and you're already saying, oh, Mercy, I can't hear you, I don't understand, and all of those things. So imagine if you're not able to communicate your ideas to someone who's interested in funding you. That's going to be a big problem, right? That's going to be a big issue. And so the Pitch Readiness Bootcamp is designed for us to help you to go through that, right? To build your capacity on that so that you can pitch properly, so that you can present properly, so that at the end of the day, whoever you're communicating to, whether it's donors, whether it's investors, whether it's banks, partners, or people that are interested in you, venture capitalists, they can really understand what you're bringing to the table, and your unique selling point is out there. So that's one of the things that we're doing, Pitch Readiness Bootcamp. After the Pitch Readiness Bootcamp, we're going into the Technical Assistance Program, which is basically the acceleration part of this activity. The acceleration part of this activity is full of different things. As soon as you go through the Pitch Readiness Bootcamp, we would pair you with mentors across Africa to support you. So mentors in Nigeria, mentors across Africa that are very strong in entrepreneurship and agriculture and finance. These three sectors are very, very key for us because we understand the importance of access to finance. And we want you to be able to do the right things, be able to put yourself together, have the right information, so that mentor will work with you all through the program. That mentor will become your body. So at any time, although it will be done in a very structured way because these people have other things going on, you'll be able to connect with your mentor and ask them questions. So what am I doing? How can I do this better? Things like that. And you would agree with me that sometimes you have ideas, you have things in your head, but hey, you need to get validation. When I say validation, you want someone to tell you, these your ideas make sense. These things I'm thinking, it makes sense, right? And if there are issues around the idea, even if there are things you need, they'll tell you, oh, correct it. There are times you want to hear that kind of feedback. Even I too want to do that sometimes. I want to hear that. That mentorship peering provides the opportunity where you can hear from this mentor who's an expert, who has done this before, who has experience working with people like you before, and will be able to guide you through the program. Now, during the acceleration part, we have two different types of support happening. We have support from Nigeria Climate Innovation Center, your host for today. You also have support from GAIN through our different components within Nigeria and across and in Kenya. And what we're going to be doing, NCIC will be providing business-centric support with a climate lens, because we want you to understand the importance. I want you to understand climate smart agriculture, right? I want you to understand how to build sustainable businesses, whether it's agri-tech startup, with this information. And so the NCIC will be providing you with support and trainings on equity and funding, business operations, business development, customer development, marketing, things like that is what you're going to be hearing from NCIC should you go into this program. While our colleagues again, including myself, will be supporting you on things on basic nutrition. Because, hey, remember, GAIN is designed to solve the problems caused by malnutrition, right? And so we're going to be introducing you to basic nutrition. And the truth is, whether you're an agribusiness, you're an agri-tech startup, you need to understand nutrition. Nutrition is for everybody. Nutrition is everybody's business. You need to understand how it links. You need to understand how supply chain links to your nutrition. You need to understand food safety. So these are the things that we're going to be doing and supporting you with. There's going to be a lot of design thinking workshops to ensure that you're up to speed on what's going on around the food systems, right? So you're not just doing your program to implement your project or implement your innovation in Nigeria. You're going to be thinking global systems thinking. How can I do this in Nigeria? And how can I also move my innovations to a very nice place, maybe one of GAIN's countries, for instance. So that's what we're going to be doing on that. We're also going to be taking you out for a customer validation exercise where we get to test your amazing innovations, amazing solutions against customers. So you've designed this wonderful app, for instance, that does X, Y, Z, right? Or you have an innovation or maybe a solar-powered bike that moves product from point A to point Z. Does this product work? Is this what people need? Is it scalable? Would there be adoption? Can people afford it? That is what the customer validation will do. People will get to give you feedback on your innovation. And then the other part of this activity, after we've done that, is we're going to be having a deal day. So this is very, very key because what we're trying to do under the Strengthening Nutrition in Priority Staples project and holistically as GAIN is to support agri-tech startups, agri-businesses with access to finance. So here, if you are selected and you're keeping up with your sessions and all of that, you will get to pitch to select investors. Please note that we've already selected some, we already know some of the investors that are going to be coming in. So all of these things are fixed. We are not telling you something that we are still thinking, all right? We already know the organizations we're going to be working with. Last year, we had people from Acumen. Acumen is a patient capital organization that provides funding to agriculture, business, and businesses in other sector in Nigeria and as well as other countries. So we're going to be having that deal day where you're going to be pitching to investors. So you see the reason why we have the pitch readiness bootcamp. You see the reason why we have the acceleration program that has technical assistance, and we are taking you through different models, because you need to know all those things so that when you're going to test your ideas before you meet them, so that when you're presenting, there's a higher chance of you getting funding, because we want to connect you with funding. We want you to get funding through this program. Right? We want you to meet investors that will help you scale that thing that you've been working on in the corner of your room, we want you to move it from there. So that's what we're doing with the demo, with the deal day. And then we're going to have a deal day, which is the grand finale of this program, where we're going to be selecting 4 winners, 4 finalists for this. And we're going to be supporting you. Someone said, I love the word supporting. Yes, we support, we strengthen businesses. That is what we do. That's what my job is, right? And so we're going to be identifying 4 finalists during the demo day. During the demo day, you're going to have everyone present, including our country director from Global Alliance for Improved Nutrition. You're going to be pitching to a group of people. We're going to be pitching to a group of people and telling them, oh, this is what I'm doing, and this is how I am doing it. And also, you're not just going to be speaking, you're going to be answering key things: feasibility, adoption, scalability, impact, right? Market sense, what you're doing, this innovation that you've been able to put together, does it make market sense? While we are supporting you, we want to support you holistically. We want you to build an innovation, a business that makes sense, right? That makes market sense. So at the end of the day, people can also see value in what you're producing, on what you've been able to develop. That is what we're trying to do with this. And so you get to pitch to everyone your unique idea. And we have certain prizes for this. So we have a cumulative prize of $16,000, which is about, by our own exchange rates. So we have basically 3 million each for the 4 finalists. And we're going to support them more than this. You might be wondering, okay, all right. So $16,000, that is what we have. But it goes much more than this. Do you want me to tell you the other thing we are doing? Do you want to know? Tell me if you want to know more. What else you are going to be supporting you with? Okay, someone said yes, so yes, please. All right, now the gist. We're going to be taking you on an exchange program to a university where you're going to learn within Europe. So we're going to be taking you for an exchange program where you're going to learn about how to strengthen, how to actually ensure, how to implement or how to develop your business using best practice. So you're running an agri-tech startup. How do you support people that are using your tools? How do we support, maybe your adopters are farmers or SMEs or processors. How do you support them using best practice? So the Innovation Exchange Program is something that the finalists will be going for. The finalists will go to another country, learn best practice in each of, and then come back to the states where we work and replicate. So we're working in 4 states. We're working in Kaduna, Benue, Nasarawa, and Oyo State. So you get to learn best practice, come back to Nigeria and replicate this best practice, right? And implement this best practice, right? So you're going to be testing that solution that you've developed with our support in one of the 4 states. So you don't have to walk across the 4 states. You just have to pick one. So 1 finalist to a state. Support you because working in this state would help you to get settled and all. So this is what we're doing through this program. You might be wondering, oh, okay, so how is this program going to be implemented? So it's a hybrid program. We're going to implement the Peak Readiness Bootcamp virtually. We're going to implement the technical assistance, the acceleration program virtually. However, when we start to do market testing, we're going to be having you with us in Lagos. So we're going to have you with us in Lagos. We are going to ensure that everything around that is settled. And then, what about participants from Port Harcourt? Let's leave questions. Let's keep questions, but we'll answer those questions, right? And so we're going to be supporting you to ensure at the end of the day that your unique innovation is up there. And we're going to be spotlighting your innovation on our global pages, on our global, on our events and all of that. Because, hey, I mentioned GAIN runs in about 9 countries, right? So imagine if you're able to spotlight your innovation. That is new market for you to go to, right? For you to go and tell them, that's a new market, right? So imagine if you have a hardware that supports food businesses to move from point A to point B. that's a good place for you to sell your product, yeah? So that is the way I want you guys to think. So that's how the program is going to be run. It's going to be hybrid. The Pitch Readiness Bootcamp is about 1 week. The acceleration, which is the technical assistance program, is about 3 weeks. And each day for the demo day and deal day. The demo day will be done, most likely done physically, but we'll communicate that to people that are selected for this. But hey, there is a flow. And for you to get to the end of this, first of all, you need to apply. So I know you already have the application link. If you've not filled your application, please fill your application honestly. This program is a national program, so we are not so, don't feel bad if you're not in Lagos. It's a national program. What that means is whether you are in Lagos, you are not in Lagos, so far you have internet, you can attend. And when it's time for the other parts of the program that are physical, you're ready to come and you're available too. That is what it means. Like I said before, this program is for young people, male and female. We want a lot of women here. So if you're a woman, you're thinking, should I apply for this? If you meet the criteria, please, sister, apply. We really want to have you there, right? So that is what we're doing. It is very important that your innovation is tech-driven. Tech-driven. Your innovation has to be tech-driven. So when I say tech, think digital, think hardware. If you have a hardware solution, for example, one of the winners we had a hardware solution that could move to a bike that was powered by solar that could move things from point A to point B. Do you have that? That is hardware, right? So those are the ways we are thinking about this. We're really excited, and we look forward to having about 50 of you for the Pitch Readiness Bootcamp. So I think that's it for me. Precious, I don't know if I skipped, or Bridget, I don't know if I skipped anything. But before we get to questions, I want the team from NCIC to let me know if I skipped anything. Did I forget anything?
Hi, Murphy. No, you captured everything very aptly, and I think that's everything that the applicants need to know.
All right, so let's go to questions. So I can already see Oluwa Folakemi's hands up. Please,
yes.
Let's hear from you. Please don't be in a noisy environment so that every other person can hear your question. Your question might answer someone else's question, so we don't have repetitions of questions, yeah? So hi, Folakemi, how you doing?
Good afternoon, Ma. Thank you for the great presentation. It's great to know more about the program. Please, I just want to ask, are you saying that dairy and livestock is not part of the core focus area?
So what I'm saying is, does your innovation, can it be adopted to speak to staples like vitamin, like cassava, like orange flesh sweet potato, like vitamin A maize? If you can answer that and your answer is yes, it works. Right? So for example, let me give you an example. The last mile technology that I'll be mentioning, right? That moves things from point A to point A from the farm. This was by our second prize winner in Oyo State. So last year we did this in 4 states. We had four winners in each of the states. So our second prize winner from Oyo State developed a technology that is powered by solar that can move, think bike, so that can move your products from the farm to where you're processing and all of that. That can be used for cassava. It can be used to move cassava. It can be used to move livestock. It can be used to move, example of different things. So does your innovation, please, I'm just using that example. It doesn't mean it's only last mile technology we're looking for. Does your innovation, can your innovation do that, right? And we're also saying, does your innovation help us track these things? Think like that. If the answer is yes, Folakemi, yes, please apply. And again, your innovation has to be tech-driven, whether it is hardware or software. So digital or what do you call it, or hardware. Toby, hi Toby, how you doing? Toby Adetunji.
Okay, Mercy, before we proceed, I just wanted to mention that for those who want to speak, they would have to raise their hands so that I would give them the opportunity to unmute themselves.
Yeah, I see Toby's hands up. Hi, Toby.
Hello.
Hi.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Toby.
So I have applied already, actually.
Congratulations.
And, I'm trying to know the date that we are supposed to get a response.
So we are supposed to get a response before the end of this month, right? Bridget or Precious? Before the end of this month.
Yes, before the end of the month.
So it's 1 month, is 1 month for application because, hey, we don't only want Toby to be in the class, we want other people as well to be in the class. So we're giving room for people to ask questions, send in inquiries and all of that.
Sorry, I want to ask a second. I don't know, this one is not a question actually, Sha, because the application fields, the number of characters required was so small that I could not probably fill all of the information that I would have loved to fill.
All right. So
it was just about 50 characters or something. So
all right. So we've noted that. We'll see how we can respond to it. But I think that what we have right now helps us to narrow down the first level of narrowing down. So there are 2 steps of review. Please, can you all hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yes, we can hear you.
Eric, you might have to go out and come back in. So there are 2 steps of review for this. The first one is what you applied with. That's the first. The other level of review is when we're going to be looking at other information, your pitch deck and other things. So if we have concerns, we'll reach out. Thank you, Toby. Hi, classified mail. How you doing? Hi, classified.
Hi, good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Toby, please put your hand down. If you asked the question, please put your hand down so we can see other people. Thank you. Please go on, classified. Please, what's your name?
I'm David.
Hi, David.
Okay, I own a marketplace where foodstuff vendors do showcase their products and other agricultural products as well. So I want to know if I'm fit in based on the software.
So what you basically do is you have a place where farmers' products are and customers can buy.
Yeah, globally or maybe locally based on their locations.
That's supply chain efficiency. Now you're bringing my market close to me, sir. Thank you very much. Please apply.
Okay, I did already.
Thank you. Hi, Mohammed. Please put your hand down, classified. Mohammed Adamu. Hi, Mohammed Adamu. Can you hear me? Okay, so we'll come back to Mohammed. I can see Olusegun Adepoju. Hello, Mr. Olusegun.
Hello, can you hear me?
Who is speaking to me, please?
It's Olusegun. I've just been unmuted.
Oh, okay. Hi, Olusegun.
Yes, I have 2 questions. The first question is about the innovation I'm bringing to the table, which is solar-powered storage section for potato farmers, which is the technology is solar-powered. So the basic function is to remove wastage so that they can store till the time that the price will rise in the market. So I want to know if it's relevant to the program. Secondly, the team. I am above the age, but the team consists of 2 other persons that are within the age range. Can we apply together as a team, or does every member of the team need to be within the age range? Thank you very much.
Okay, so you said, if I get you correctly, you have a solar-powered storage system for orange flesh potato.
Potatoes.
Yes. So what's the food safety part of what you do?
Because it helps to reduce wastage, because during the harvest there's a lot of it in the market, and as you might know, 30 to 40% of harvest is wasted in Nigeria because there is no wastage.
Okay.
And if you look at potato particularly, if that particular field has not received an attention on how can we store all the programs
so
are getting
that's fine. That's fine, Olusegun. Thank you for clarifying. I just wanted to be sure I heard what I heard. Now, for the second part of your question, you have other teammates who are
within the age
younger.
range. Yes.
And what's
absolutely.
your position? What's your role?
Well, I'm a member of the team, and I work.
What's your role?
Providing mentorship. Yeah.
So just to be clear, we need people that whether it's the CEO or the founder, we need them to be young people within ages 18 to 35.
Okay.
Yes. All right.
The other members of the team could be above the age.
So yeah, but the CEO, the founder, should be within the 18 to 35 age. Can you all hear me, please?
Yes, Mercy, we can hear you.
Valentine, please go back out and come in. It's from your end. Thank you. Okay, Somto.
Thank you very much.
Somto.
Yeah, hello.
Hi.
Can everyone hear me? Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Please
All right,
proceed.
thank you. Thank you very much. So I just have one question. So what if the startup is a bit advanced? We're still early stage, but a lot of the things that you've talked about, like investment readiness and a couple of things you've talked about, we have crossed that hurdle because we've been involved in a bunch of different programs here and there. So is there a way to screen and then maybe go past some of the things that you are already putting in place? I don't know if that's possible, or we would still need to go through the same process.
So we want to have businesses early stage with minimum viable products. If you've gone through it, if you've gone through that, I'm a bit wondering why you need to go through this one again. And we want to have people that truly need this and people that, so for me, I wouldn't advise. But if you're interested in learning more and please apply. But if you've gone through that before, hey, personally, I wouldn't go through the same process because at the end of the day, you might not even win anything. That's the truth. Because we're going to be looking at all of these criteria for us to give the final price as well as the, hey, do you know how to pitch and things like that and the whole business model.
Yeah, I know. So the reason I was asking was because before you said this, I didn't know there was that we had to go through all of this. I thought it was just like a pitch competition and stuff. But now that you said this,
it's not. So it's not just that. There are a lot of things happening. There is a lot of activities happening before the final pitch. There'll be about 3 pitches in this program. There'll be a pitch on the last day of the pitch boot camp. There'll be a pitch during the deal day, and there'll be a pitch on the demo day, which is the finale.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's $16,000, so who wouldn't want that? Oh yeah, thank you.
I guess. Thank you, Somto.
All right, thanks.
Valentine.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm here. My name is Valentine.
Hi, Valentine. Can hear you. Please proceed.
Okay, I want to say that the value chain will not be complete without the logistics, moving of the agricultural goods from point A to point B, that is from B to C, from the farm to the final consumer or even the distributor in the market. That is one. I do a bit of the distribution for the farm products like the seeds, that's the grain, the bean, the rice. Of course, I get my rice from Abakaliki, and transporting it from the mill there to my location is quite a challenging. It's quite challenging. So I would want to apply, and I don't know. My question is: do you fund logistics? Agricultural logistics. Can one get support for agricultural logistics, or will the best bet be just apply for the expansion of my distribution business. That is the distribution of the farm produce. Thank you. That's my question.
Okay, so I think if you listen to me closely, you see that I've been making a lot of reference to the winner, the second prize winner of last year's Innovation Challenge in Oyo State. We had a last mile technology that basically moves produce from farm to where it's being processed, powered by solar. So we are not disagreeing with the fact that distribution is important, or logistics. We know this, we have seen this in play. And the Strengthening Nutrition in Priority Staples project, which is the project I'm under, which is the mother of this innovation challenge that has over 10 activities or 10 programs which I manage, has programs that are focused on the staples itself, whether it's processing and all of that. And for us, we want to identify innovations. I'm saying this, I'm emphasizing this, so we are not looking at just how to process and all of this. We want technology-driven innovations. We want either digital, when I say technology, we want either digital or hardware innovation that speaks to supply chain efficiency. That's what we're interested in. And if your innovations speaks to any of these things, you would be a good fit. But if it's not, you might want to look at some of our programs that are focused on farmers or focused on processing, or our trainings on business development. But for this, we're looking at innovations, we're looking at agri-tech startups that have minimum viable products, whether it is software, whether it is hardware, and they have these innovations to support the supply chain. Can you all hear me, please?
Yes, Master, we can still hear you clearly.
All right, so let's go to Gaius. Hi, Gaius, how are you doing? Gaius is still muted. Can we check that? Yeah. Hi, Gaius. How are you doing?
Good evening, ma.
Good afternoon. You can call me Mercy. Please proceed.
Yeah. So my own question goes this way. Regarding the innovation and all of that, I deal with preservatives. Looking at the trending of the cancer rates that have resulted due to chemical preservatives. So we are looking at major ways on natural preservatives to preserve food and increase the lifespan or the shelf life of the food stuff. So I want to find out if that's also something that you can regard as innovation for this project.
Okay, thank you for that good question, Gaio. So that is innovative, but you have to answer the question of where does tech come into play? Because hey, food safety is also something that we're looking at. So food safety is a major theme for us at GAIN, and also something we're looking at strongly in this project. And I think what you have now is food safety. So food safety is key, yes, but what technology are you using to support this food safety? The innovation, is it a hardware that you're using to preserve this? If it's not, is it a software that you're using to probably track or trace or something? So if you're able to tie any of these wonderful things you just mentioned to innovation, we're good to go.
Okay.
Thank you, Gaius. Hi, Usman, how you doing? Please, if you've asked a question, please put your hands down so that other people can come to, because I'm seeing all the hands up here. Hi, Usman Kabir. Usman Kabir. We have 5 more minutes to go, so we need to wrap this up quickly. Okay, Usman Kabir is no longer here. Hello, Caleb, Mario.
Good evening, ma'am.
Hi, good afternoon. Still afternoon, I think.
Yes, ma'am. My question is, what about a business that is not registered under CAC but under SMEDAN? Is it still
under what? What did you call it?
SMEDAN.
Okay.
Is it still possible?
So we want CAC. It's very important you have CAC. If there's a funding opportunity coming, that would not be enough to get it, you know.
That's all, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Hi, Victor, how you doing? Please put your hand down if you've asked a question so that we move this line along.
I'm here, please.
Hi, how are you?
Hello, good afternoon.
Oh, Usman, how you doing? Yes. Good afternoon.
I'm doing good, and you?
I'm doing okay. Please, what's your question?
My question is, I want to know the states that are eligible for the program.
Okay, Usman, there's no state eligibility. It's a national program. So far you're in Nigeria, and in Nigeria you can apply.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Hello, Victor.
Hello.
Victor Lambert, hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly. We have 4 more minutes to go, please.
All right, thank you, Ms. Mercy. I really appreciate this program. I'm happy to be among the DCA badge. Well, I'm the CEO of Lambert Multi-Tilling Service, and I'm looking away. Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Please proceed.
Yeah, I wanted to bring into this program the technology of transportation. When earlier you make mention of transportation challenge, communication challenge, how able to communicate with your audience. Now, like trying to develop a software whereby you get the product direct from the farmer. The farmer don't need to look for anybody to come and buy his products. And they can just be like a Zoom like this. If you want to get whatever you want to get, you can just Zoom the meeting. If for example, your market is today, the farmer have to use technology like social media, Facebook or Zoom to sell his products. You don't need to be sorting for people to come and buy. So I'm just looking at if this technology can also be accepted in this program.
So that basically connects me to the food. And I think someone else has asked this question, right? It's basically an online marketplace, if I hear you correctly. An online marketplace basically takes out the middleman. So that also speaks to supporting supply chain and ensuring that we get very safe and nutritious food, ensuring that the food doesn't get spoiled before it gets to the consumer and things like that. And that's not a problem, but from my conversation with you, it doesn't seem like you have a minimum viable product, which is a minimum product that shows that you've actually started something. So you might want to look at that, because for us, we really want to have businesses with a minimum viable product for this.
All right.
Thank you. So we'll go to Martins and then we'll go to Ademola and we are done. Hi, Martins. Hello, Mr. Martins.
All right, good evening. Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. We have 2 more minutes to evening.
All right, my question here is, how long was this process?
The application process or which of the process?
The entire process, actually. So more like, and probably if it's going to be possible to have a training guide.
Okay.
I would like that. Exactly.
Oh, all right. So this program would begin next month, November, and would end in February, March, thereabout. We want you to be, so for the exchange part of the program, innovation exchange part of this activity, we want you to go there where school is in session so you can learn from both the lecturers, the researchers and students there, and there'll be an adequate transfer of knowledge, which is why there'll be a bit of delay. But in terms of the acceleration part of this, we should be done in December, January. You should pitch in January. You'll be pitching in January. So the 1 month delay is for visas and all of those things, because we need to ensure there's your visas are out and every other thing for you to travel would be out before you go, which is what we're going to work on. But very importantly, let me say here that there are a bunch of things that I need you to read. They're very, very important, very, very important. There are some guidelines that you need to see that you have accepted and agreed to. Some of these plans might change, but please read it. And by you applying, what it means is that you've accepted that this is what it is, and you're okay with how the program will run. There are some guidelines that says that, and terms and conditions that says that the what they call it, the organizers can change some things. Please read it carefully and acknowledge it, because we will not be coming back to it. So we'll take, I think it was, okay, I think that person has dropped down his hand. It's 6 o'clock now, so I'll take Hassan and we're done. Or it's 4 p.m. rather. Hi, Hassan, I can see your hand up. It's already 4 p.m. on the hour, so we need to finalize. Please, can we unmute Hassan? I think he's already speaking. Hi, good evening. Hassan, your mic has a problem. Please put off your video so that we can hear you clearly. Put off your video so that it will be clear. Okay, so please, can we mute Hassan? We can't hear him clearly. Hassan, please type in your question so that we can respond. Okay, so let's go to Fasomo. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrongly. Before that, for Janet question, I'm into cassava and I produce Gary flour. I have machine doing it. Please, can I apply as well? This program is focused on innovation challenge, right? If we know your location, Janet, if you are in or your state and you're working any of the NGOs working, we can have you join our training, which is focused on the processing of cassava into flour, into Gary and all of that. But this activity is focused on agri-tech startups, and we are focused on innovations. So if you can drop your contact, Janet, the NCIC team will share it with me and we can chat after, if that's fine. Because I think you introduced yourself and said you are from Ibadan. Okay, so please, NCIC team, please just take note of the location of Janet and Janet's information. Thank you very much. So with this now, I'm going to hand over to the NCIC team. It's already 4 p.m. Thank you so much for your time. I'm happy that we have this much number in the room and we had really good questions from the audience. Thank you for your engagement. I like the fact that everyone was responding and all. I'm really, really grateful. I'm looking forward to seeing all your applications. Please apply. Please apply. We will share more information on what supply chain is so that you know what it is and more people can apply for this program. I'm going to drop, so you can reach out to the NCIC team, and if there are issues, they will send it to me. If there are concerns you have around our other programs, the SNPs project work in 4 states, Kaduna, Benue, Nasarawa, and Oyo State. We work on nutrient-enriched biofortified crops, but that's not what we're focusing on for this. We work on processing and all, but that's not what we're focusing on for this. We are focusing on innovations. And please reach out if you have any concerns as we proceed. Thank you very much. Handing over to Precious. Precious, please, you can take it now.
Okay, thank you, Mercy. Thank you so much for such a concise session. You captured everything from the eligibility to the innovations that we are looking at, both digital innovation and hardware innovation, and then also the what is expected of participants or successful applicants, and everything that you basically need to know was mentioned by Mercy. So I saw that a few of us were also asking about what is going to, or when we, you can expect to receive feedback, or, feedback on the outcome of your application. I would want to let us know that the bootcamp would be next month, so you can expect to get feedback on your application by the end of this month or first week of November or in November. So if you have any more questions, you can let us know via email. So I'm going to put up the contact details of the NCIC, where you can, reach out to us and, ask further questions if you do have. But I believe that this session was well detailed. So anything that you think you still need to know, you can visit our YouTube page or YouTube channel, because we have the session streamed. But also we're going to be sending, the recordings to us, which is going to happen in or less than 24 hours. So I would also want to know our feedback. How was the session? You could, use the chat box. Let us know, was it very enlightening for you? Was it engaging? Did you learn something new? You get to know about the GAIN, the work that GAIN is doing in Nigeria, as well as the NCIC. So I think I did not mention that, or it wasn't clearly stated. This Agribusiness Innovation Challenge is implemented by the NCIC. It is nationwide, so regardless of your location, you are free to apply. The program is also free. You don't need to pay anything to apply to this program. And if you are successful, we will get in touch with you. So thank you so much for joining us, for speaking with us in the past 1 hour. It has been very insightful, it has been informative, and I believe that for those of us that are yet to apply, applications are still open, as you can see on the screen. Please visit the link and apply. Applications will also close by next week, which is the 19th of October. So you have like a week or so to put in an application. So thank you so much, everyone. We look forward to receiving your application and also screening it. Thank you so much. Thank you to Mercy. Thank you so much for this session.
Are you a STEM professional and are looking to apply for U.S. permanent residency? Then stay tuned, because today I'm going to be discussing an exciting option.
But then I gotta say goodbye, bye. Maybe we should take it slow. I don't feel too comfortable jumping into something new right now. I don't really know anymore how to feel something again. Think I'm just scared of falling. Don't wanna go all in. I don't really know anymore how to be more than your friend. Think I'm just scared of falling. Don't wanna go all in. Oh baby, I don't know. I think I'm scared of falling, and I really don't know how to feel again. Yeah, I don't really know anymore how to feel something again. Think I'm just scared of falling. Don't wanna go all in. I don't really know anymore how to be more than your friend. Think I'm just scared of falling. Don't wanna go all in. Yeah, yeah. I think I'm scared of falling. Don't wanna go all in. Yeah. It's not my fault. You've been lying, saying that I took away your peace. Drowning by yourself, now you wanna blame me. Like you have no options. I ain't take your options. Nah, I'm not the problem. Man, that's on you, yeah. You've been terrorizing me, yeah, I'm always wrong. I knew you lost your mind when you dropped that bomb. Girl, are you crazy? Yeah, you must be crazy. I've been thinking lately it's you. You stole your peace, put it on me. But baby, it's you. Lie like a rat, but take your stuff back. Baby, it's you. And I would never hear. You've been flexing everywhere. Girl, look in the mirror. Man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you.